Welcome to Chronically Crocheting. I have a lot to share with you. Let's have some fun! Hi my yarny friends, my name is Crystal and I'm on here today to share with you a finished object, my current whip. I guess you'd call it current even though I haven't worked on it in like a week and a half or so. And some clearance yarn that I've been gathering because I just find clearance yarn here and there at Hobby Lobby and some at Walmart. So it's been a long time, guys. It's been a long time. I've been struggling. Life just keeps throwing me curves, and that's why I haven't been on here for 51 days. I want to be on here. I've started some vlogs, working on some that one of them I had been working on 6 months, wanted to get out before Halloween, and it just didn't happen. It's a really cool one. I'm still going to release it, but I don't know about after the holidays because it's about my mini monsters. Anyway, so I'll just first get into all the yarny stuff, and then at the end, for those of you just here for the yarn stuff, and then at the end will be the what's been going on. So anywho, and I do have way more finished objects than this, but I will just save them for a different day. But I've kind of lost my crojo recently, this past like few weeks or to a month, maybe. I don't know, something like that. I haven't been crocheting hardly at all. I did, and you probably just saw a glimpse of it, but I had to get on this bandwagon. I had to make one. I don't remember who I saw make it last, and then I'm like, I just got to make one of these chickens in my lifetime. And so I made this chicken where you take two granny squares and then sew it up. It's really cute. I really like it. I don't like how holey it is, but I found a trick to that. What I do to make it, see, there's no holing. See, you can't see any stuffing. One of my things I want to film is how did I make this not have any holes. So hopefully if my body ever becomes nice to me, that's what I plan on doing, is sharing my trick to not have this to be holy. So isn't he cute? I don't remember who this tutorial's from. A lot of people have copied her. I'm going to go to the original one. That's who I went to. That's who I believe you should go to. I will link it in the description box below who it was. I've made her such a long time ago. I did want to make more in different colors because these colors just didn't wow me, but it just didn't happen. I just feel more blah when it comes to crocheting, and it saddens me. It's probably part of the reason why I've been depressed. I was severely depressed. It got really, really bad, but I'll get into that story later. So that is a finished object, this chicken. And then what have I been working on? Well, my daughter-in-law, her sister, loves elephants, and so I offered to make her an elephant. She picked this pattern, and so that's what I'm currently making. Though I haven't worked on it in like a week and a half, and I hate it when I put something down because I am terrible. When I put something down for long enough, I don't have no desire to pick it back up. So hopefully I will pick it back up because I have too many UFOs, and I told her I'd make this. So I have a lot done. I have the body is done. I finished the body. I think these are the legs. My 2 legs are done. This is a paid for pattern on Etsy, and it will be linked in the description box below. I think these are the arms, and those were the bigger ones were the legs. I have most of the head done. I just haven't put the safety eyes. They're not in set and so then I stopped. I'm like, I just didn't finish putting the eyes in. And I'm gonna actually, hers is like down like that, so I'm gonna tack it down with some yarn so then it looks like that. So close to having the head done. I have one ear done and this part done, but this is another thing that stopped me. I think that even though the ears in the picture look really, really big, I find these to look ridiculously big. Like, so I think I want to finish this whole thing before I continue with the ears, because maybe they're not too bad. I don't know. So I want to get the head and the body done before I finish these. But another problem I found with this ear, even if I decide I like the size, is I'm going to have to rip this out and redo the pink, because I find that the pink is just a little too big and it like bunches. Do you see how you get that little bunch? And I think for the inner ear piece, she should have had you go down a half a hook size. Even if you had to stretch it a little bit to crochet them together, I think it's just too big. There's just too much, and it's the same yarn. It's all, I love this yarn from Hobby Lobby. So yeah, I don't like that. So even if, I mean, do you see that big bump? It's just too, yeah. So if you are to make this, I would say this inner ear, I'd go down a half size, which is frustrating because I made it. And I hate redoing stuff. I hate ripping out my work, but I'm going to have to because I like things to be correct. So, yeah, I'm so close, guys. I'm so close. And then just lost my oomph. I am using a 3.5 millimeter hook. That's what I like to use for most 4-weight yarns, unless it's a thin 4-weight yarn, then I would use a smaller size. So when I went to go make this elephant, can you believe, out of all my yarn, I have a ton of yarn. This is all yarn in those drawers. This is all yarn. I have yarn in the closet. I even have some yarn upstairs. And all the yarn, I have all this yarn, and I didn't have a color gray that I wanted for the elephant. So I had to go buy gray yarn. Then I go do the ears, and I did not have a color pink that I liked. I wanted a really light pink and I didn't have it. How can I have so much yarn and not have the colors that I want when I'm making something basic? It's just how can that be? And I know how that can be is because I buy clearance yarn half the time. So I have a hodgepodge of yarn instead of like buying, you know, for a purpose. And so that's all I do mostly now is buy for a purpose, but I've been buying some clearance yarn, even though I'm really good at not buying yarn anymore. I was addicted to buying yarn. Like if it was a good sell, I had to buy it. The addiction was strong, and you know, I know some people get offended by that. And maybe for you it's not an addiction, it's just a love of yarn, but for me it really, really was. I liked that excitement. I liked that it was good for the period of time I was in. I was suffering. I didn't have, you know, family around, so for that time period it really brought me a lot of joy. So I don't regret it, but I regret like some of my yarn choices, but I did not know. Now, I think like if you're a new crocheter, just don't go hog wild on buying yarn until you really, really know what you like. Because if I would do it differently all over again. My yarn stash would look totally different if I could like sell everything off for the same price, except for my favorites, and redo it again. But I don't know why I'm going there. So I had no gray, went there to get gray. Then I had to go back to get a pink. So I'm using for the elephant Hobby Lobby. I love this yarn in the color Gray Beard. And I've used a lot of this. This is a brand new skein, and I still have one other side of the ear and that left. I mean, I had plenty, but I was surprised how much it took. And then the pink I chose was called Soft Pink. So, yep. Excited. I'll be excited when I finally get that done. Hopefully I'll feel like crocheting again. I don't know. So in my going to Hobby Lobby, I went a couple other times. Oh my gosh. I'll try to take a picture of it. I found this picture for well, it was actually supposed to be $4.50. The lady charged me $5, but I wasn't going to say anything. There's a little teeny crack in it, and I think that's why it was $5. But I'm in love. This is the picture. $5. I just, woohoo! I really like it. I like color. Color just pops of color, makes me excited. I'm a color girl. Bright colors just, woo! So I'm going to start just pulling out of here. I'll start, since it's in front of me, what I found at Walmart. I found clearance at Walmart. This one I was super excited about because it was only $1. $1! For Mandala Ombre in the colorway Tranquil. I have a few more of these, and I wish I could have found more, but it was just one, and I'll take one because you can make an amigurumi with that. Something else I found is this. I'm not a big Super Saver fan. I do like this colorway a lot. I don't know if I'm going to keep this or give it. My goal is to, there's a yarny friend that I would have been wanting to send a box to, some Happy Mail, and she loves Red Heart. So I might keep, I found 3 of these. I might keep one and give her 3, or, give her 2, or I don't know. I'm at least going to probably give her 2. I don't know if I'll keep one. I just really like Super Saver Jumbo Speckle. I just love the look of that. I just love the look at it, but it hurts my hands. So I don't know. This is Soft Navy Speckle. It was only $1. I wonder if all of them were $1. Well, yep, $1. And because one of them I found $1. I mean, you just can't beat that. And what a great gift, because mailing stuff is so expensive. So if you can find clearance yarn and then mail that as Happy Mail, then woo, then you're doing good. Now this other one I had to get, it's a Red Heart Super Saver Jumbo Speckle, but it was more, but I loved the color. I loved it so much. Now this was $4.50 and it's called Cherry Speckle. I may keep it. I just don't know. I don't know, guys. I don't know. I'm not a Red Heart fan, but I love this. I love the way it looks. I don't know. I am torn, completely torn. And then another Walmart find that I just had to grab it. This is why I have a hodgepodge of colors and I don't have the colors I need. It was only $1.50. It is Mainstay Anti-Pill Acrylic Yarn in the colorway Charcoal. $1.50. I know I needed the lighter one. Like, you can't tell in person, but this one is lighter. You can tell in person this one's lighter, and I just like this, even though this would be a pretty gray to elephant. But it's so soft. I love it. That's a really nice yarn. I think I got one more from Hobby Lobby, and I don't use this yarn. Don't use it, but it was $1. See, that's my problem. That's my problem, why I have all this yarn that I don't use, because I'm like, it's $1. But and there was only one. If there was more, it might have been worth it, because someday in the future, my goal, my dream world, I don't know if it'll ever happen, is I'd like to make wearables. And I found for $1 a Kobo in the colorway Lichen. But can you make a tank top? It's a 3 weight, 232 yards. I don't know if you can make like a holy one, but again, like I'd love to like do a giveaway someday in just a little box and put, anyway, I don't know. In my dreams, it seems like I can't be on here like I want to be on here. I need to look in this. Sorry, guys. So then the other ones are things that I randomly at different times found out at Hobby Lobby in the last month. They're just always, there's a spot in my Hobby Lobby that they put it, their yarn, clearance yarn, when they get rid of a dye lot all throughout the year. And so I'm always going there and looking. I did pass up some yarn. And I tried to only pick ones that I think that I would really use. So one of them is $1.24. Look at that beauty. And I love this yarn. So I know I'll use it. And it's called Coral Sparkle. Like $1.24. It's gorgeous yarn. I love this yarn. Another I love this yarn I found was $1.24. It's the print kind. I love this yarn, Prick and Smoky Water. And $1.24, I couldn't pass that up. I don't know what I'm going to do with it, but I got it. Now this I paid, it was on sale, like 30% off. So I paid, what, $3.50 for it. So it was on sale, not clearance, but I just fell in love with the color and I'm like, I need one in my life. And I love this yarn. It's another print and it's called Beach Ballad. And for some reason, these really soft green and these different shades of brown and the cream, it was just so pretty. It just called to me and it said, buy me. And I said, okay. And then I got a hodgepodge of things. And then I got this Yarn Bee Velvety Smooth Counting Cloud. What color is this? Oh, that's the color, Counting Cloud. It's $1.24. It's like a Chanel, a thinner Chanel. I don't know what I'll do with it. So I got that one. Let me get my other Chanels. I got this Velvety Smooth Aran yarn. Here's the problem. I don't have a lot of Aran. It says it's a 4 and the colorway is Spa. I guess it doesn't matter the colorway because you won't be able to buy it. It was $1.24. See, they get me. Like, I can't pass up $1.24. This is Velvety Smooth and the colorway Ivory. This seems a little bit thicker. I think this could go with like Himalayan Dolphin Baby. Where this one, is it the same one? Oh, this is Velvety Smooth and this is Velvety Smooth Aran, which is smaller. And this is Velvety Smooth Sparkle. And I would say it's the size of that Aran one. And the colorway is Blush. Look at that. I mean, look at these two together. So pretty with like a cream that would, I don't know, guys. I got a hodgepodge of stuff. This is really soft yarn. I would buy more of it. It's called Yarn Bee Easygoing Frosting. And it is a 4 weight. It's acrylic and polyamide. It was $1.24. This is some soft yarn. This is some luscious yarn. Like, this is really nice yarn. And then I got Yarn Bee Pull Spun Low Pill Fiber. I got it in Malin Garment and Jade. And I think, these were 99 cents. 99 cents. Oh my gosh, it's gorgeous. I'd say it's a 3. And it says it's a 4, but it's a thin 4. But I have other thin 4s. I don't know what I'm going to do with it, but it's shiny. It feels soft. It's just acrylic, low pill acrylic yarn. And I really want more low pill acrylic. So yeah, that's my mountain of yarn. Yeah. my mountain of hodgepodge yarn when I really just need to buy yarn for when I have a certain project. I've been doing that a lot lately, but this is my biggest, like, okay, I don't know what I was thinking. I don't know what I was thinking. It's yarn. We love yarn. It's our happy place. So I still can buy yarn. I may not be crocheting, but I can still be buying yarn. So what's been going, that's it. That's my yarny goodness for today. I do have some other stuff that I made, but one of them would be just a fun subject in and of itself. I made 13 of them. I never do that, so I'm going to save that for its own video. So now I'm going to go into what's been going on for the past almost 2 months. Like 10 days shy of 2 months. So one thing that happened is I decided I want off all pharmaceuticals. And so I have to take medicine to sleep. I take medicine for pain, and then I take an acid reducer. And so I decided to give them all up. It was hard getting off pain meds, and then I tried something different that didn't work out, but I'm actually doing pretty well. The sleep has been difficult. I don't sleep great. I have really bad insomnia. I haven't taken a nap in 14 years because I can't. I never get drowsy. My eyes never get heavy. Like when I go to bed, I'm just wide awake and just hope I fall asleep. And sometimes I do, but I don't sleep through the night typically. Wake up a lot, but sometimes it's hours. So I think that really affected me a lot and really messed with my brain. And I got really, really, really depressed. And I don't typically, I can get depressed. I suffer. I live with chronic illness and I live my life in a couch bed a lot of the time. So, and I miss out on life and I miss out on here and being with you guys. But I don't have like true depression except for then. It got really, really bad. And you know what brought me out of it? Probiotics. I mean, they say that your digestive system is your second brain, and that if it's not right, it can really mess with it. And that did help. I'm not like 100% just because I am getting better. I start to do stuff. I have goals, and then I get knocked down again. For example, the reason why I haven't been on here for the past like 10 days is I got a sinus infection. I had to go on antibiotics, and the antibiotics kicked my bottom. It just made me so tired and so sickly. I just don't handle pharmaceuticals. My body just can't stand them. That's why I wanted to get off of them, and I was doing better off of them, and then I'm bad again. You know, then today's the first day I stopped the antibiotics 5 days ago, even though it's still 100% in your system for 3 days, until 3 days after you stop this type of antibiotic. And but now it's been 5 days, so I don't know, guys. I don't know. I just can't catch a break. And then, so from, today's the first day, and here I am on here. I'm always fighting to get on here. I want to be on here. I miss you guys. Another part of the reason why I get depressed and it just makes me so sad is I can't be on here. I have all these vlog ideas. I have a lot started, and then I can't get to finish them. And then I don't want to do it from my couch bed. I know a lot of people say it doesn't matter. You can do it from your couch bed, but I don't know. And so for me, that's what's been going on. The acid reflux med is not working. I'm worried that I burned up my throat. Yep. I have an endoscopy, colonoscopy in 12 days. So I'll find out how bad it really was. No doctor will help me get off that stupid stuff. And I've done it wrong twice. This is the second time I've done it wrong. And I think I finally know how to do it right. But I had to get back on it to heal it to try it again. And and then my husband, he got really sick really fast. And so maybe like 3 weeks ago, he was in the hospital for 4 days. I mean, he got sick and it got bad within a day and a half. I was calling 911 in the middle of the night because his lungs lock up and he can't breathe. Like, it's the scariest thing, because you can't help somebody who's not breathing, whose lungs are locking up and they have this panic look on their face. It's terrible. So come to find out, one of his lungs was partially collapsed. After they started all the treatments, they do another x-ray and go, oh, he now has pneumonia. I mean, just went downhill fast. Crazy, just crazy. So he is only now maybe starting to feel better. Maybe that was a month ago. I don't know. It feels like he's not recovered. It's taken forever to recover from that. And so, you know, he had to come home, and he was on, what is that called, where you do misting? You do a breathing thing of like a butyrol or some treatments. It's called the nebulizer, I believe. He's finally not doing the nebulizer anymore, and but you know, still has not regained his stamina. So, and I think I got sick too prior to him getting sick. I don't know, with grandkids, being around grandkids all the time, I feel like all we are is catching everything from them. They're always getting sick, and then we're getting it because, you know, we haven't been around kids forever. So that's what's been going on. That's why I haven't been on here. I want to be on here, but it's just, yep, one thing after another, and then after you haven't been on here for a long time, it's really, I'm struggling with, it's been a lot this year that I couldn't be on here. So I get back on here, and I'm not to where I ever used to be when it comes to views, or, you know, it's just hard to go backwards, constantly going backwards with my channel. It's hard. It's hard to keep fighting and not want to just throw in the towel and say, I call mercy. I can't do all these things that I want to do. But I'm tenacious, but I feel like I'm losing my tenacity. So hopefully, how does Mama Llama Kayla? She's just amazing. That woman is just amazing. I've prayed for her. I don't know how she keeps on doing it and keep on pressing. My biggest thing is my fatigue. I have brutal, agonizing fatigue. If it was just pain, or it's the fatigue that makes it hard for me. Like I can't even barely feed myself. The fatigue gets so severe. So that's, you know, there is no pushing through, you know, like I need to take a shower. I can't take a shower. It's just, anyway, but you guys have heard all that. So I'm hoping maybe I'm back. I don't know, guys. I don't want to say I'm back because I say it and then I'm not. And so I'm just will do whatever I can do when I can do it. I can't believe Thanksgiving's almost here. Like, what? And then Christmas is coming. Oh, and I'm going to have a new grandson here soon. They're going to do a C-section a couple days before Thanksgiving. So, and he's a boy. His name's going to be Elliot Kai, and very exciting. It's been a little bit of a rough pregnancy on Joy. She has, I can't remember what it's called, but way too much amniotic fluid. Not enough to where she has to go to a specialty birthing center for it, but still, you know, she's been huge and we've not known why, and it's because she's got way too much amniotic fluid. Who knew that was a thing? But that is a thing. So they're going to do a C-section a week early. She had other complications like placenta previa and was bilobed, and the previa got better, but not maybe the bilobed. I don't know if that gets better. So she just has some risk factors. So she just decided it would be safer to do a C-section. So anywho, I am a grandma again, and I'm going to meet him soon. So that's exciting. Enjoying Lily Girl living here and Curidan. I get to see them almost every day. Lily just always wants to be up here like all the time. Sometimes I'm like, I don't feel good, girlfriend. I just don't feel good. You've got to go back downstairs, because we have a room like upstairs, because it's like 3 kind of levels, the basement, first floor, and then the second floor. And I have a kid room with toys and books and coloring, and she's got puzzles and you name it. And she won't stay up there. She wants to be around me. I'm like, honey, you either have to go play up there or go to your, it's hard, because I love her and she knows it and I want to be around her. But when I don't feel good, I just need peace and quiet. So that's another thing that makes it harder to get on here, is because any energy I have, it's usually used up for that. Even though I'm like, okay, today I'm going to do it. I'm going to tell her to go downstairs, but she's constantly coming back up. I'm like, girl. So anywho, well, I don't know when I'm going to get this out, because my son and his fiance are going to come visit. My middle son is getting married in April. That's exciting. And so they're going to come visit. And since I told you there's pictures I got to put up, now I got to put the pictures up, so I can't just hurry up and post it. I don't know how long in I am. There's something on there. 30 minutes. I talked for 30 minutes. Hopefully that was enough time for y'all to just crochet. I know a lot of you like longer ones, so you can just listen and crochet. And that does make it nicer. You're not always having to find, go to the next. Anywho, I love you guys. I miss you guys. Hopefully I can be on here more. There's so many vlogs I want to do. Hopefully I'll get my Crojo back. I wanted to do crochet alongs with you guys. That motivates me, but I just can't do that with the holidays and a grandbaby and a colonoscopy coming up and endoscopy. And so there we go. That's what's been going on. That's where I've been. I'm happy to get back on here. Maybe it'll give me the push to get crocheting again. My voice is starting to hurt, but that's because I was singing. And it's not because of the burned up thing. It's just I have weak vocal cords, kind of always have, since I got chronic illness. So anywho, I love you guys. Let me know what you've been up to. What have you been working on? What's been going on with you? I miss you. Let this girl know. Let your yarny friend know. That's it for now. I love you guys, and I will talk to you later. Bye.